All right, business owners, let's get right into it. The next few minutes are basically an urgent briefing for anyone who wants their business to actually be around and thriving in 2026. This isn't about little trends. This is your social media survival guide. So I want you to take a really hard look at what you're doing on social media right now. And I want you to ask yourself this: is your strategy built for today, or is it kind of a relic from last year? Because let me tell you, the rules have completely changed, and what used to work is now a huge liability. Need some proof? Here you go. A staggering 58% of consumers, that's more than half of them, bought a product directly through a social media app in just the last 3 months. You see, social media isn't a billboard anymore. It's the new cash register. Okay, so let's dive into our action plan to get you ready. We're going to cover what this 2026 deadline really means. Then we'll get into 3 huge actions you have to take. Become a search engine, build an in-app storefront, and learn how to sell without selling. Then we'll wrap it all up with your brand new social playbook. First up, let's just set the stage. The old rules are officially broken. By 2026, social media is no longer just a place to post pretty pictures. It's this complex, all-in-one ecosystem where your customers find you, they buy from you, and they get service from you, all in the same place. And here is the seismic shift that changes everything. Right now, 1 in 3 of your potential customers are already skipping Google entirely. And if your audience is Gen Z, that number jumps to more than half. They're not Googling it anymore. They're searching for answers directly on TikTok and Instagram. So, what's our first move? To survive, you have to stop thinking like a content creator and start thinking like a search engine. Your content, your videos, your photos, your captions, that is your new SEO. Now, what's so interesting here is the massive mindset shift this requires. You know, the old way was all about chasing followers, jumping on viral sounds, just desperately trying to get seen. The new way is completely different. It's about answering questions and solving problems so you can get found the exact moment someone is looking for you. So the key is to build your content around 3 types of search phrases. First, how-to and tutorial stuff, like how to style this jacket. Second, review and comparison content, like best running shoes for trails. And third, niche and local phrases, things like skincare routine for dry skin or vegan bakeries in Austin. These aren't just for your captions. They need to be in your on-screen text and even in what you're actually saying in your videos. Okay, on to action number 2. Once customers find you, you have got to make it ridiculously easy for them to buy. Your social feed isn't just a catalog anymore. As of right now, it is your new checkout counter. Remember this whole painful journey? A customer sees your product on Instagram, then they have to hunt down the link in your bio, get redirected to your website, find the product all over again, add it to their cart, and then finally check out. Every single one of those steps was a chance for them to give up and for you to lose a sale. And this just shows you how much things have changed. That entire clunky sales funnel has totally collapsed. The 2026 journey is so simple. Discover on Instagram, buy on Instagram. 2 steps. That's it. That's the new standard. And the results are, well, they're absolutely staggering. Look at this. A typical e-commerce website might be lucky to get a 3% conversion rate, but Shopify stores that are built right into TikTok and Instagram shops, they're seeing conversion rates between 20 and 40%. Why? Because all that friction between seeing something and buying it is just gone. This brings us to our final critical action. So you've become a search engine. You've become a storefront. Now you need to create content that sells without feeling like a sales bitch. Authenticity is your new ad copy. I mean, this quote from Bannerflow just says it all. The era of those super polished, perfect, corporate-looking ads is over. People just scroll right past them. The content that actually works, the content that drives sales, is stuff that feels real, human, and trustworthy. So what does that really look like? It means showing off real customer unboxings and reviews. We call that user-generated content, or UGC. It means taking your audience behind the scenes with your team, or filming day-in-the-life vlogs. It's about partnering with smaller, niche creators who have real credibility, not just giant celebrities. You've got to tell your brand's stories through people, not just about your products. All right, let's tie all of this together into your new playbook. These 3 actions, becoming a search engine, building a storefront, and creating authentic content, they aren't separate tactics. Think of them as 3 essential parts of one single, unified strategy for 2026. So, this whole idea is called social convergence. It's basically the point where your marketing, your e commerce, and even your customer service all merge into one continuous flow. Your social media presence becomes the front door to your entire business, handling everything from that first hello to the final purchase and beyond. And that really leaves us with one last critical question that you need to ask yourself. In 2026, is your social media presence just another marketing channel, or is it going to be your entire business? Because for the brands that not only survive but actually thrive, it will absolutely be the latter.